This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Trading involves risks and you should conduct your own research before making any decisions. Every day we make a choice to stay in what's familiar or to take a step towards something new. And if you're watching this video, maybe you're at that very moment when change is already calling. Hi, my name is Evelyn. For over 10 years, I've been studying how to approach trading systematically, how to build a consistent method and not get lost in a sea of conflicting information. I've created a community where we explore this process together without overwhelm or complicated theory, but through calm, clear steps. Everything I do, I explain and demonstrate through real examples. How I approach analysis, what I pay attention to, and how I build my logic. You can observe it live, ask questions, and join in at your own pace, even if this is your very first time. If you feel ready to give it a try, click the link in the pinned comment, access is open, and you can get started right now. The sooner you jump in, the sooner you'll feel everything begin to click into place. I'll be waiting for you in the community, and now let's dive in. Alright friends, let's begin. Everything is set up. Among the indicators, I've chosen Super Trend, a line that changes color, green or red, signaling potential trend reversals. Now let's pick our pairs. Everything's ready on my side. Let's confidently get started. The chart clearly shows a trend shift, and we're currently seeing a temporary slowdown in movement. The indicator lines are approaching a zone where reversals have happened before. Considering the overall picture, I expect an upward move. Great start. Let's keep going. You can see a change in market structure. After a noticeable pullback and a short pause, the price reached an area that previously acted as resistance. Visually, a setup is forming, one that often precedes a reversal. Taking all this into account, I'm going for the takeoff. Calm and confident. Let's continue, friends. Judging by the current picture, the movement has changed direction and continues to develop after a brief pause. The lines show a confident bounce from a zone that previously acted as support. This formation often signals a trend continuation. Stay in with the trend. Let's keep the momentum going. The chart is now in a zone where price has been consolidating for some time. If the line holds above this area, it could indicate a potential trend shift, going upward off the bounce from support. Smoothly transitioning to the next pair, friends. You've just seen how analysis can be built thoughtfully, step by step. It's important to understand this isn't about intuition or luck, it's about a system you can actually learn. When I was starting out, the hardest part wasn't finding information. It was learning how to apply it calmly and consistently. That's exactly why I created a community where you can watch my live breakdowns, ask questions, and gradually ease into the process without pressure or rush. Here's what you'll find inside. Regular live sessions with insights, where I share my thinking and observations. Simple, clear language, no overload, no jargon. A step-by-step approach that's easy to follow, even with no prior experience. If this kind of information speaks to you, click the link in the pinned comment and take a look inside. We are moving forward, and what's coming next is even more exciting. We can clearly see a trend reversal. The line is confidently moving in one direction. There are also visual signals that often come before a continuation of this kind of scenario. The situation is dynamic, so I'm following the trend. Next step, let's push forward, keep up the pace. The chart shows a gradual recovery after a recent pullback. The lines have returned to a zone where movement previously stalled, and now the indicator suggests a possible continuation. The setup makes sense, continuing with the main trend. Alright team, let's move on. The chart shows a clear trend shift. The movement is becoming more pronounced in one direction. Visually, this comes with typical signs that often precede such scenarios. Price is dropping and I'm going down with it. Excellent, let's keep going. The chart has been moving within a single range for a while, without a clear direction. Now the line is approaching the upper boundary of this range, and the indicator points to a possible reversal. As we approach resistance in a sideways market, I'm going short. Everything's going according to the plan. Let's move forward. We still see directional movement on the chart. After a short pause, the line is returning to the previously established vector. The indicator confirms the current trend. The chart is nearing an area that was active in earlier moves, so I'm going for the drop. Let's catch the final wave. The chart maintains a strong direction, and after a brief pause, it's returning to the previous dynamic. The line approached a zone where past reversals and pauses occurred. Now we can see that after touching this zone, the chart is turning back in the same direction as before the pause. So I'm going up, friends. That's how it works, friends. The key is analyze and act according to strategy. Every new path begins with curiosity. And if you're here, it probably means something inside you is already saying it's time to give it a try. We often put off important steps because things feel too complex or we think we don't have enough time. But what matters isn't how much information you have. It's how that information is delivered. In my community, I've created a format that moves at a clear and steady pace, with explanations, real examples, and the opportunity to ask questions. This isn't about rushing. It's about taking your time to understand calmly, step by step. Every day I go live and share exactly what I use in my own work. This format is especially helpful for those who are just starting out, because it's one thing to read about something and a whole other thing to see how it all works in real time and apply it to yourself. If you want to take a look and see how everything is set up, follow the link in the pinned comment. I'd love to see you inside the community. That's it for now. Thank you for staying with me until the end, and hopefully I'll see you soon.